أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today's topic is about viruses and malware threats to security, privacy, and trust. Prepared for Professor Sohaidi Hassan in the course of seminar in IT for the University Utara Malaysia, College of Science, Art and Sciences, School of Computing. Today's discussions is based on the viruses, malware threats to security, privacy, and trust. Introduction. Malicious software, commonly known as malware, is software inserted into an information system to cause harm to that system, or other systems, or display unwanted advertising. Malware is an umbrella term used to refer to a variety of forms of hostile or intrusive software, including computer viruses, worms, Trojan horses, ransomware, spyware, adware, scareware, and other malicious programs. Many early infectious programs, including the first internet worm, were written as experiments. They are mostly written for maintenance purpose, especially in a remote access. Normally it can maintain system. It can be used to maintain for maintenance purposes, and the early ones also, some they were used for prank, just for leisure, just to show some things that can make people being happy and just laugh. Today's malware is used by both black hat hackers and governments to steal personal information, financial information, and business information. You can see that about Hillary Clinton emails, or about the phone calls for the German Chancellor Angela Merkel when the USA still her conversations and interactions through her telephone line. It's all malware system. Viruses and malwares can be in the mobile devices and also can be in the laptops, desktops, and any other communication devices. And normally viruses can cause damages to the files, to the system devices like operating system or hardware devices, or it can cause crash to the hard disks also of the device. And also, like ransomware, it can claim the system can be compromised in the hand of other parties. In 2011 March, it was an investigation showed that Trojan horses have about 69.99% of spreads, viruses about 16.82%, worms 7.77%, adware 2.27%, backdoor 1.89%. Spyware is about 0.08%. Others can be about 1.18%. Malware category. Malware is sometimes used broadly against government or corporate websites to gather guarded information. And also, malware is often used against individuals to gain information such as personal identification numbers or details, bank or credit card numbers and passwords. The majority of widespread viruses and worms have been designed to take control of users' computers for illicit purposes. Infected zombie computers, or sometimes they were called botnets, that are used to send email spam, to host contraband data such as child pornography, to engage in distributed denial of service attacks as a form of extortion. Malware attacks, this is a kind of stages shown to describe how attacker attack other people devices. Sometimes attacker distribute emails with malicious attachments to the targeted users. We call them phishing email. Whether they can be in the form of documents, Word documents, or Excels, or PDF files, or any other file system. Users fail to understand social engineering trick and often the malicious attachment. Targeted people, maybe when they open the attachment, the remote access is installed, software installed on the targeted system. After that, the attacker used to gain access to their documents and their internet or website network. The attacker stole their data, and the machine is compromised. He controlled the machine in the remote, so that he can do anything with the system unknowingly to them. So this is the form of the system. And also, in another issue, attacker, maybe somebody send message, forget password page. This forget password page, you click on it, enter victim email, username, like for instance eBay sends a password, change request email to victim. When the attacker may interrupt the system and change its directions, and he forward the request. User request, the attacker already interrupt the system and reset the password, and resend another message that the system should be the password reset, which when the actual user send the password change, the value given by the attacker. When the actual user try to change the password, it's already been sent by the attacker. The password sent by attacker will be used to execute the changes, and this is another scenario that in this case I have many cases that I can discuss here, about 4 cases In May 2007, a series of cyber attacks were launched against Estonian government and commercial websites. Some attacks involved defacing websites and replacing the pages with Russian propaganda and bogus information. So this is the scenario or describe that the government can attack some government websites or emails, and also can be done by individual attacker. And this is before they handle 3 weeks after the attacks ended, one researcher identified at least 128 separate attacks on 9 different websites in Estonia. So this is a great issue that a government can attack another government to their websites, especially in these days of the e-government systems, and everything will be communicated through the internet and government activities, other things like that. So maybe a particular government or some bad acts can attack government or company or corporate websites in order to cause disruption and or to deny to have sent denial of services. There are a lot of this scenario. This is another ransom example for Achibius. In June 2006, a Trojan horse attacked files in Microsoft Windows users' My Documents. They attack My Documents for some users. For a user, the file were then encrypted, so users could not access them without paying a ransom in return for the restoration of the files. So normally, when he like to access his My Document file folder, he were redirected to a page written instructions how to get your files back. Read carefully. If you do not understand, read again. So this is the scenario of how the attacker been manipulating his system and asking him to pay some money before he will be given access to it. And another scenario, the case of Michael and Ruth Heperty. In March of 2006, it was happened that this Michael and his wife Ruth Heperty were extradited to Israel from Britain, where they were charged with creating and distributing a Trojan used to conduct industrial espionage against some of the biggest companies in Israel. And Michael Heperty is said to have developed and refined the program, while his wife would manage business dealing with the several private investigation companies which bought it and installed it on the computers of their client competitors. This is the issue that most of the companies were system were being compromised, and they are the one handling and controlling them. So this another scenario that about the Dutch botnet case. In October 2005, the Dutch National Police arrested 3 men, members of a group of cyber criminals suspected of large-scale hacking. The men controlled several botnets that were bought to have consisted of about over 1.5 million infected computers. So this is a great issue. In this case, the botnet, is usually a kind of zombie computers. That is, when you install a particular software or a particular downloadable materials, it may be carrying that kind of software, spyware, or a kind of scareware that can be used to control your system or to steal some of your information, so that they will be spreading information from your computer, claiming that it is you that is distributing pornographies and so other things like that. So actually it is very terrible that something that you do not do, some messages claiming that you are responsible for it. This is the scenario. And the botnet played a key role in numerous cyber crimes, including phishing, identity theft, online fraud, and online extortion. In due course, it became clear that botnets played a central role in the activities of the cyber criminals by serving as the basic infrastructure that allowed for the successful attackers. And in June 2005, a report was made to the SAT community in the Netherlands that an important Netherlands-based computer center had been hacked. So this is another issue. So what are the next? What can we use? What tools do we have to prevent these malicious attacks or malicious software and viruses from attacking our system? We have some tools to use, like firewalls and Windows defenders. We can on our firewall should be on, so that it can prevent access of that malicious. It can detect and prevent the access of that malicious downloadable software or resources that can harm our systems. And also, like Microsoft, they have Microsoft Security Essentials into their systems, so it can be used as an antivirus, so that we can prevent our system. We can also use it to prevent our system from being attacked, and to also use as a to remove some viruses from our system. We have a lot of antiviruses and anti-malware. They can be for mobile devices and also for the laptop, desktop, and all our devices can have that prevention tools. Even in our network, we can have secure network. Like here in UEM, we have network that is guest, which is not secure, and we also have UEM Wi-Fi as a secure website network. So it's preferable to use secure network in our systems, so that we prevent all this malicious harm to our system. And another issue that arises is about fake antiviruses and anti-malware. There are a lot of programs claiming to be antivirus for our systems, but they are fake, or they are even malware. Malware individuals and companies were being in their effort to have created malware and viruses claiming to be antivirus, which they are not. They are. So if we download some of the claim called antivirus that we don't know about their genealogy, so we are also in danger. So we should try to avoid those antiviruses that we don't know them very well. We don't know their source. We don't know who created them and what we don't have trust on them. So we should be careful. These are some of the examples of fake antiviruses and malware available in the web. Then another effort should be made from the law enforcement agency. Law enforcement agencies throughout the world have made efforts to prosecute cyber criminals. For example, the Computer Crime Intellectual Property section of the U.S. Department of Justice has reported the prosecution of about 118 computer crimes cases from 1998 to 2006, and this is the scenario of many attackers, maybe malwares creators, and hackers were being convicted and prosecuted due to their malicious activities. In conclusion, we can say that malware has the potential to adversely affect any and all internet users, from enterprises to government to end users. Fake antiviruses is still a prevalent threat. The financial benefit for cyber criminals means that fake antiviruses will not go away, so they continue to create them, even that government are taking care about it to prosecute those who were identified. And lastly, users can protect themselves through a comprehensive and layered security solution that detects and defends against fake antiviruses at every possible level. So this is my own tutorial for today, and I thank you very much for listening, and God bless all.